Okay. So we back. Night riding. We get a pickup where I left off at yesterday, man. Basically what I was saying was, I was talking about the beef thing or whatever, my mama on her stomach or whatever. Basically, so many words, man. The beef, the more you eat the shit, the greater the toll it take on your stomach. It overtaxes the stomach and may cause stomach pains or whatever. But all you have to do is stop eating beef and monitor what you put in your body, man. And I'm gonna tell you this. I always do this shit every time. Right here. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, man, be weary of them fucking doctors. They put niggas, they push you under. You know, just going to the motherfuckers. You asking for it in so many words. Like regular checkups and shit. That's really a no-no. Till you enroll yourself in that system. Because all it takes is one time for you to go in there and that motherfucker just lie to you. Yeah, you got this. And then you'll be really fucked up. I'm trying to think that I get into the thing about my homegirl Tangy. And the last one. Well, I'll go again. Like I said with my homegirl Tangy, with the cancer thing or whatever. Like I said, the body heals itself, man. I think cancer. See, what I was saying was, pardon me if I'm repeating, but cancer, one thing they do, take syphilis, for example. Like I said, I had to cut, last one I did, I guess went over the limit or whatever, I couldn't post it in its entirety, so I had to chop a little piece off and then post an hour's worth or whatever. So, if this is repetitive, you have to pardon me, but even with let me talk about my homegirl first. My homegirl Tangy that I went to school with. She died of cancer. Just like, I said, this is all relevant to baby girl too, because she used to, from reports, she used to donate a lot to cancer research or whatever. But I often want to say cancer is some bullshit. Then people can tell you anything when you're going there. Even if you say, well, I got an x-ray and they showed me something, they can show you some x-rays for some. You know, these people are tricky people. The doctors, the nurses, shit. No, let me be. I know you got a lot of RNs out there. It's not about the nurses and shit like that. Really the upper echelon of the shit. But so I don't want to knock that. But just be careful, man. But yeah, my girl, man, she passed from cancer, and her and baby girl, same type of energy, man. That tomboy energy. Like I said, I never seen her in a. It took baby girl a while to get into that, to wear a dress. One of the videos I saw, she was still saying how she at one point she said she could never really see herself wearing a dress. I ain't never seen this nigga in no dress ever. She probably had before. I think I got a picture of her with. I don't even think that was a dress. Never seen a nigga in a dress. I couldn't even picture that nigga in no dress. Now, like I say, she ain't no stud. That's what I'm saying. It's a difference between the day and. Like I say, we come from an era where girls. Like I said, when I was growing up, girls You hear more about girls saying they didn't get along with other girls. Now it's the total opposite. It's one extreme to another one. Now it's all they love is each other. They love each other more than they love niggas. You see them fucking on each other more than you see niggas fucking on each other. Excuse me, pause. Reverse that. You see them more than you see them fucking on each other more than they fuck on niggas. But same type of energy. Her boss, she got that Midwest energy too, cause she from but I think I don't know if she grew up her whole life in the H, but I know they got roots at Juliet. Which is not too far from Chicago if I ain't mistaken. And of course, baby girl from Detroit. Then you go look at Boss. Rest in power to Boss. Boss, same energy. You see some pictures you wouldn't know. Boss and Aaliyah had the damn. They been like twins. You them shades, beanies and shit. Yeah. But like I say, all it takes for you to go in there with some type of pain that's probably 9 times out of 10 caused by some type of foreign agent or food that you put in your body, and they'll tell you it's counseling and just do what they're gonna do to you, slowly but surely, whatever, man. I wouldn't advise it. But my homegirl Tangy, like I said, she had lost her voice due to the treatments or whatever they was giving her. And like I said, she came through a couple of days ago while the sun was lined up with the third chakra of the earth, or the voice box. This sounds like some Asian voodoo shit. I probably said this shit. I said it yesterday, but I don't know if it got on the camera. I ain't feel like going back and watching, but you know the third one from the top. The third one from the middle. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what to get up in there, but this one. But anyway, so shout out to her, man. My girl Tangy, man. That nigga, beautiful girl, man. I hate she went out like that. Fucked me up when she lost her voice, man. Like I said, we just knew each other from school. We never really hung out with her outside of school. But when she when I got out of jail, we had. That's how I know she's coming through now. I damn near want to shed a tear. Damn, she used to, she used to contact me through Facebook and we would chop it up, but she couldn't talk no more. But now it just kind of hurt to see somebody you went to school with, and in youthful days, days of our youth. I need to get my damn tooth fixed. This shit is fucking me up. I feel like I'm whistling and shit. I got it, but that chipped tooth and shit. But yeah, man, that kind of fucked me up a little bit, man. To see somebody, you spent your school days with talking and shit. Then you get older and she can't even talk. Of course, we typing on Facebook and shit, but I think I seen her. Probably I've ever seen in person. She had to. It didn't have to be like that, man. I know it didn't have to be like that, man. That's them fucking doctors, man. But yeah, just be careful with that shit, man. I don't fuck with them. Whenever I see something going wrong, I monitor what I'm doing. Okay, let me stop that. And then, I'm gonna tell you one thing, y'all niggas gotta stay away from is that fucking milk, man. Them dairy products. Them shit say no. Look, I'm gonna put into detail with this later on in the month, but I'm gonna just give you an example. What happened yesterday, but the day before yesterday, I fucked around and some shit. We had some canned pot pie in there or some shit. You know, I'm home with a motherfucker. I'm like, fuck, let me see what this shit hitting on. Mistake. It was a big mistake. I'm not you know, you cook homemade pot pie from scratch. Nobody put no fucking milk in this shit. So I'm thinking, I'm not thinking this shit gonna have some dairy shit in it. And this pot pie or whatever. Canned pot pie. I never had canned pot pie before, so you know, silly of me to think that anyway. But I had to see, but my spidey senses came on when I pulled this shit in the can. The way it looked, kind of threw a red flag up, but I ain't think much. I said, maybe I'm just tripping. Should have read them fucking ingredients. Cause mind you, I pretty much cleared myself from the damn. I've been moving my hands. But I pretty much cleared myself from all the mucus and shit from dairy products. I finally got up off the cheese and shit. Had a few hiccups here and there. Last test, my mom. Now I did have some coffee creamer today. I'm fucking broke though. I'm scratch that. I'm financially efficient at the moment. Bobby say, you know, shouldn't say you broke, so I'm trying to go off of that. But pocket is fucked up right now. Shout out to my little SA homegirl, man. She shot a nigga some few ducats. My little brown skin homie shot a few ducats so I can give me some quality water around this motherfucking, some soap. Just around this bitch, because this is looking hazy for a nigga. Gotta make something happen. But so yeah, I'm fucking around with that dumb shit. I pulled this shit in the can, in the pot shop. And I seen it go in the pot. Sometimes I said, man, I'll be alright. I should have read them labels. So I ate the shit or whatever. So alright, I was doing straight fine or whatever. Did one of the videos, like I said the day before yesterday when I dropped. Did that motherfucker there. After that, I cut my laptop top off, laid in the bed. Next thing you know, my body started heating up. I said, oh shit, what's going on? Cause you know, when your body started heating up, you just fight some shit off or it's detoxing some shit. So I'm like, oh shit, what's the fuck's up? Next thing you know, my fucking nose get to running, congested. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm blowing because I went from clear. See, now I'm straight for the most part, but I'm still kind of getting over that shit. It's the final phases of that. The little coffee cream and shit, they don't get that much milk, so that takes about 2 or 3 days for that shit to build up with that shit. Then I feel like a little something back there, but it don't be much of a clear out. But once I get my bread right, some form of fashion, I have to give me some. Really, I really do cappuccinos and shit. So I'll get back to that. Right now, I gotta, just rock what was in this motherfucker. But man, I ate that shit, bro, and I felt like an asshole. I'm talking about. I feel my body heating up. The next thing you know, that sinus pressure shit, and they just call it a fucking sinus, snot, all these fancy names. That's how they get you too. It's just sinus. No, it's mucus. This shit is disgusting, and we don't have to live like that. The flu is a fucking hoax. Believe that shit. Stop eating dairy products. Go a year without eating dairy products. Period. Like I said, them little coffee creamers and shit, they don't really do shit, but it's still creamer. I mean, it's still, if it ain't dairy free, then that shit'll still build up and catch up with you. But I done figured out the scam with this mucus shit in the milk. That's the biggest thing, the dairy products. Like I said, I always look back to when they were serving us that milk. school and shit. I used to think that was, I say every now and then I would throw up because of the pork. But before I knew it was the pork, I used to be trying to figure out what it was. Sometimes, like when it happened, like when nigga threw up at school, I used to think it would be I used to think it was something to do with the milk and the food, because that shit just never sat right with me. You don't do that shit you do that shit at school and shit. But nigga ain't drinking no milk and eating hamburgers at home and shit. So when you go to school, that's what they used to give you in elementary league before you get up in the age and get to buy your own shit at the a la carte line and all that. But it was the pork though. But I used to think it was the milk. But even though that, but like I said, even when I used to look at TV shows and shit, and you see the motherfuckers at the dinner table with a big glass of milk eating dinner, and they just be like, they never sat right, even as a little bitty kid. Before I even was figuring out shit in life, I look at that shit like, something not right about this picture. But yeah. But so yeah, man, I went from cleared out. Then by the end of it, like I said, by the time I did the video, obviously it was cool. I'm glad I got that out the way before the shit started stirring up. Got in that bed laid down, niggas started heating up, next thing you know, that shit just, nose just full, I'm blowing and blowing. I mean, what the fuck going on? I was just straight. I thought about it, I had that flashback to that feeling I caught while I was pulling that goddamn pie in the pan. I said, man, let me see. I got up. We got the can out the trailer, the label, so you know it's milk in that shit. That milk a bad motherfucker, man. No sir, never no more. Like I said, my last little round with that shit, these little creamers, I didn't reduce that shit. I dropped about one and I got me some. I dropped me about one in that bitch and called it one. That shit ain't no good though, man. We'll get a little deep into that. I can get into a whole episode about that, but yeah. But anyway, so now let's get back to baby girl. Now, when we get over to the entertainment industry, that is one of the ways that they monitor. Because see, when you talk about the Messiah, now I speak about myself on one hand, and I'm multi-talented. I can do this, make phenomenal beats, rap, and Lord knows what else. Like I said, my original dream, my first dream before rap was to be an actor. So I guess I got tired with Pac in that area. Oh shit, I'm tired of the motherfucker. But who knows? I had to take acting classes to get into that shit. To really get into that though. I'm not sure if I really want to pursue that to the degree that, you know, just hypothetically speaking, because this entertainment shit is all weird anyway. I don't know what rap. I guess niggas shooting their own movies and shit or whatever. Tubi movies and shit. Maybe if a nigga pay me to be in one of those, I can try it, but I don't fuck with them big. Just looking at shit, just the shit we talking about now with baby girl in this list shit fucking me up. But baby girl in this Queen of the Damn shit. I mean, we look at mainstream Hollywood, mind you. I call it Hollywood because Hollywood is divine shit. The magic Hollywood means the magical rod, which is relevant because that's their form of magic. Wise man once said the biggest ritual that they got against us is the movie. When you worry about them working magic and shit and doing magic on you, what nigga told me was the biggest magic trick they do against us is them damn movies. And see, that's how they got baby girl, because they knew she had a knack for, like I said, she had a admiration for Egypt or whatever. So they lured her in with that. And she was telling me she didn't even, when she was shooting the movie, this is what I got today, when she was shooting the movie, she was actually uncomfortable on set with these motherfuckers. She hated that shit. And I could see why. So we be looking at these movies and just thinking, oh, they just shoot movies, but that shit was disgusting. And especially her knowing what it was about now. And she's just one of the many examples, but that was a major ritual. Selena, same thing. I'm not sure what you take these women who are pure heart women, or women who ain't down with bullshit. Once they get in the industry, they can't get them to do what they want them to do. So they say, well, we'll just sacrifice them or whatever. But I say that with no insensitivity towards the family. And the Selena thing really fucked me up, because it made me wonder, question, because these motherfuckers be spying on us. Don't ever get it fucked up. You should know that by now. You've been listening to me and my stories. That goes without saying. You should know these motherfuckers been, because I definitely ain't down with them. If that ever cross your mind, you know, I know I got some. See, you get the Horace and Set twins. Set goes behind the back of Horace and try to undo all this good work or whatever. Like I said, I already knew that was gonna come down the pipe once I started trying to do my thing on whatever level before I even splashed on the scene. So, and I'm quite sure. Matter of fact, I saw a few shots niggas took that implied that that's what niggas was doing behind the scene, trying to make it seem like I was a fucking agent or something. Nigga said that. They didn't say it directly, but a nigga shot a slug. And I was like, you must be out your motherfucking mind. Nigga, I came to slay the beast. Yeah, I'm against the system, nigga. I ain't no fucking line up, nigga. I wouldn't even line up with these petty henchmen they got under them for a check. For how big they are or how much niggas love them. When I look at him like, that nigga did sell that shit. He put the dress on. He step to me right now, man, I got a check for you. I just want you to get on the song. You did some agent shit. Now I ain't talking about in particular. I'm just saying whoever. I ain't fucking stand next to that nigga. Nah. So you can. So a nigga, I was offended when a nigga took that shot at a nigga. But all the greats go through it. Bobby went through it too. The nigga tried to put that shit on him. Niggas like, Bobby's like, how the fuck I'm an Asian? Nigga, I spit. That nigga say, nigga, me and my girl just split a Twix bar for dinner. That nigga Bobby, I must be a crack hole agent. I said, what the fuck I was? If I was, what the fuck am I getting out of this shit? That nigga say him and his girl had to split a Twix bar for dinner one time. To show you, so you know we don't do this when it comes to this shit. I don't even have a fucking. I'm just now putting my cash app out there. Yeah, I might need to Patreon it up on this bitch. You know, who knows? These niggas, bootleg Joe ass niggas around this bitch. You can't even do. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to find me something though, cause this, you know, nigga need bread. Fuck the dumb shit. Yeah, I fuck around and start putting these bitches on DVD. Yeah, you want some of this Starface action? $9.99, bitch. Cause ain't nothing else taking around this bitch for nigga. So shit, you niggas don't want to. donate a nigga $1. Shit, I was just asking for $20 just to give me some hygiene around this bitch. This nigga won't even, but this nigga won't even hit the like button for a nigga on it. Nigga won't even share nigga shit, subscribe, or nothing. I ain't tripping though. As much love I show niggas, genuine love. Like, niggas probably think, oh, you just doing that to know why my love be genuine. But it's all good. Make no fuss about that, because at the end of the day, if I don't get joy out of nothing else, just give it, just dropping this shit is enough. But I do take notice of this shit. Don't ever get it fucked up. Like I said, y'all support them dumb niggas and niggas that sell you out on a daily. But, you know, then a nigga that's coming to give me some life-changing information, and nigga can't even get a fucking hit the like button. Yeah, I don't know, like I said, I ain't moved by no likes, but something around this motherfucker. So the only thing let me keep going. Anyway, so yeah, man, but, yeah, I couldn't, but like I say, but you know, them dreams still be there though. You know, you know, them dreams of being. It was really, you know, being an entertainer and shit. They always do, but it had to be. Not saying I wouldn't play in the movie, you know, shit like that. It had to be some real up. Everything had to be on the up and up though. Like it had to be on some real up and up shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah. Now here's the thing. Let me show you how this shit works. Now they've been watching Baby Girl for a minute. And you're like, well, how do you know this? Well, I know because the first thing she ever did was Star Search when she was a little girl. And this is how they roll. See, look at the name, Star Search. Soul Search. So I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, it's regular. It's the way they present it to you is the thing too. Going in with talent. They still got talent. That's the grooming process right there. If you want to get into grooming, because the word grooming ain't necessarily, see, it's a stigma on it now, but grooming just means preparing. It can be negative, but it's not negative in itself. So Star Search was like a grooming process, okay? Basically, see, kids, they don't know about Star Search, but Star Search is basically a talent show. They used to come on every, I think Star Search came on every Saturday. So you go on Star Search, might be like, and it wasn't just kids, it was grown-ups too, but that's how they used to find it. It was basically a talent scouting show. So, pretty much, I know when they saw her, they looked at her energy and was like, oh, she got that star quality. You might have to keep an eye on her. So that's the way they can spy on you. So you go on Star Search, they not just looking, see, when it comes to black people, they looking for that Messiah energy too. That's why they fucking do. I seen who I thought it was Nixon, when it was J. Edgar Hoover, bitch ass, talking about he was quoted saying, and see this how, so I would go back to telling about these bitch ass niggas that, see that's the set thing, the backbiting, the gossip. That's why they can't fuck with me heads on. They gotta try to, only thing they can do with a nigga like me is try to turn you against me by saying shit as secret as possible without being identified, because soon it's like the vampire shit. Soon as like he's a vampire, the ass is out of here. So with me, they can't come at me direct. They got a backbite. They have to spread rumors indirectly and do all types of little shit, hoping I don't catch wind of it or hoping I don't know how to present myself. But I always know how to. I'm the sun, bitch. I'm gonna shine that light. You ain't gonna get away with it. You think the spirit shit is fake? You don't think I get channels and downloads shit telling me, hey man, the niggas over there telling the people you're an agent, or they over there telling the people you this or you that. That's why I always come back around and like, how do you know? Yeah, bitch is popping. You fucking dork. You dick, you deal with it. You dweeb ass nigga. But even that, so because these niggas ain't believing I was coming back anyway. Even in the conscious community, you hear the niggas say, "Oh Jesus, there ain't no such thing as no man coming back, no one man coming back," and you know, even Bobby them didn't think so. They was doubt, you know, and shit like that. But I ain't knocking them without knowing because the Bible, that shit is so fake. It'll make you believe, especially when you find out it's more than just one. Once you find out it's more than one, cause just like I was before I even knew who I was looking at the shit like, well, oh, okay, so Horus just represents all of us. I know I know, nigga. You're Horus, but you're a representative of the Horus species. But you are the guy that they're talking about in all these fucking books, all these different lifetimes, Sambo, the Black God of Asia, and all that shit. So I'm not saying that as a knock on them guys, but so when I come out and tell niggas, which took me a few years to even say this shit out loud, but when I came out, that's the kind of way a nigga get be like, what? Because Nixon, Hoover said, the only Messiah that black people get is the one we give them or whatever. So a nigga take that and be like, you see, he's the government because it's Nixon. See what Hoover said? And they try to find 1,000,001 ways to try to disprove me, but you can't because the truth is irrefutable when you get to fucking with me. But I can't come at me heads on. I slaughter niggas day in, day out. And they did do that. That's why. See, that's how they test you. See, they give you your heroes. But once they got a real hero in their hand, like, take Pac for example. Give you just a good example. Take Pac. Pac was a Messiah. Now, if Pac would have played ball, he would have been the hero that they gave you. If he would have been a goddamn talisman or a toy soldier and let them play puppeteer with him, then he would have been a Messiah they was giving you. But when they saw that nigga wasn't, they was like, oh, this nigga here, he ain't gonna cooperate. We gotta do something about that. He ain't gonna act right. Same thing I'm telling you about Baby Girl, Selena, which that's all Messiah energy. That's why you think they all come to me now, and I'm here and I'm able to redeem them through what I'm telling through this knowledge and information with the proof and the truth and all that. And you be like, well, if they're the Messiah, well, why they die? It's like, well, I don't even like seeing it. You know, but they played their role. So on one hand, you might say, well, we shouldn't be tripping because they went when they was supposed to. And it's like, nah, it don't work like that. They did their job, but fuck that. We still at the necks of these motherfuckers. They ain't like the cracker get a walking past. Well, they just did what they were supposed to do. No, we gonna do what we supposed to do too. And Aaliyah died at 22. There was a lot of stuff like she was doing a speech, I think at a VMA Awards or something. And she was like, we just had to fly 22 miles from I think she was coming, she had to fly from Australia from shooting the movie to the VMAs or something. And she was like, I just flew 22 miles from woo. There was some other shit with 22 I seen that she had said or did with something, but it was like that 22 kept coming up, and then she died at 22. Selena was 22, if I'm not mistaken. And they had a connection. I don't think they actually knew each other, or they probably met each other before, but oh shit, excuse me. But one thing I don't like about the Selena thing is the fucking lady had my mother the same name as my mother. It fucks me up. My mama don't have nothing to do with that. My mama was just a regular person. She wasn't even conscious of no shit like that. I mean, but me knowing these motherfuckers be spying on us. When I looked at, that's something that crossed my mind when I was doing the breakdown on Selena. I know they, like I say, I know they connected because when Selena came through, it was February. I started this in January. You see, it's poured over into February, all the way up until now, which is the beginning of March. But Selena came through about a week or two ago. That's how it always happened. Same thing that happened with my sister and the Michael Myers thing. Looking for some shit, you know me. I be doing shit on camera. Man, when I put that shit there, like I say, a lot of times when I put something up, I hide it from myself, calling myself trying to put it up. Then when I go to trying to find it, I find some other shit. So that happened the other day when I was looking for my Aaliyah notes. I just happened to find my notes that I was taking when Selena came through. This was like a week or two ago while we were still in February, which is I had it in purple when she first came through. It was when I seen it on that in Walmart on the TV screen in the purple outfit she had on. So then I told you that I seen the girl not too long, about a couple months ago, with a shirt with Aaliyah and Selena on it together. So yeah, and even her father, Selena's father, I didn't even I want to do, there's so much coming up, I might have to, but I was going to do, because I had some more stuff I wanted to speak on with Selena. I was going to do it this month, but I think I'm going to do it on her birthday, because the Aaliyah thing kind of went a little deeper than I thought, or longer than I thought, but just go watch the Selena movie. And you're going to hear her speaking about, because Donna Summer was one of her favorite singers. So I'm going to show you the connection right there. This is all organic shit. This ain't no, I can't make this shit up. This is real deal Holyfield shit. Blows my mind. So, that time, for some reason, every time I go too far of an hour, it won't upload some dumb shit. That's why I gotta get me another laptop, because I didn't want to I would have been done this shit. All this hour for hour should be stretching shit out, because I do an hour. Say I sit here right now and keep going, I go for about 4 or 5. I cut this shit off and be waiting for it to upload. Shit, I be laid it down. I'll do the next one tomorrow. But, yeah. You see, I'm kind of tired right now. I'm going to power through this, though. But anyway, let me, peace to Selena, though, man. That's my heart right there, man. She, my Saturday love. She, for some reason, like I said, she just remind me of Saturday. That's my favorite day of the week. So her is to go to the Aaliyah connection, because Aaliyah too, but Aaliyah like a Friday going into Saturday, that Venus type energy. But with Selena, I don't know, That's like now every time I'm walking down the street and I hear like a Mexican ride by and they playing some Hispanic music. I was out one day in the store and I wish I knew Spanish now because it was some song that came on. There'd be a lot of songs I'd be like they be in Spanish, but I be knowing the words, but that shit be jamming like a motherfucker. I was in the middle of the store, grooving like a motherfucker. Beautiful energy though, man. Beautiful energy, man. I hate the way them girls left, man. We wasn't aware of how fucked up the music industry was. We were really just coming into the. Now I've heard stories about Sammy Davis getting brutally beat and shit, and but we always, this, especially as young ghetto kids, we always wanted to, it was all whether acting, singing. And like I said, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people made it, and they made it, still are. I said, like, I ain't talking like it's, there's still some music and shit going on, but a lot of people fared well or whatever and was able to just maneuver through. But the greater your energy or the more that Messiah part of you shines through, the more fear it puts in the hearts of these pussies, i.e. the entertainment suits or whatever you want to call them. Therefore, once you get into that industry and you get a little shine, they look at it like, okay, yeah, but so once they give you that spotlight or whatever, and you got the juice, but you choose not to let them manipulate your juice, because her father said that, Aaliyah's father, she said, because it was one article we was speaking on how they were criticizing her about the whole age thing, and he was like, yeah, he was like, but don't nobody want to bring up, and I'm paraphrasing, but basically what he was saying was, don't nobody want to bring up how the industry manipulates people. He said these artists need to know, which is another reason why I'm doing the work in the spirit of Aaliyah as well as Mr. Haughton or Mr. Michael, because he said something, and I just came across this interview like yesterday or the day before yesterday, but I'm lying. I got it mixed. I can't remember if I seen a new one today. But so many words he said in the interview. I forgot what magazine. I think it was. Yeah, he was basically speaking on how it's like people need to know. Now I understood without him having to say as much, I understood the ramifications of what he was saying, but in so many words, he was like, these young artists coming into the music industry need to know about the manipulation factors and how these people like to manipulate stories and manipulate people within the industry. And he said this back when Aaliyah first caught up in the first age thing jumped off or whatever. Like I said, we always got to consider this too. Look at what's going on now. You see that all these people that's hidden behind closed doors who are actually pulling strings into the music industry. You see all their filth, foreign filth being exposed. And they're the real pedos and all that shit. But then they'll take a situation like R. Kelly and Baby Girl, which wasn't a pedophile situation, or which was justified by our African or ancient indigenous standards. the standards that was laid down by the original people on the planet Earth. Not some motherfuckers who trying to use it as a trying to attack us or our people, or in this case Aaliyah and R. Kelly. And I don't know what R. Kelly did outside of this or whatever. So I don't know his whole thing. I'm just speaking on this in particular. The same motherfuckers behind closed doors doing shit way worse than that. They're really raping kids and doing all this molestation shit. Had a nerve to try to sabotage the image of people like R. Kelly and Aaliyah, and when the whole while they doing worse shit behind closed doors. So yeah, man. So it's basically when you don't want to play ball, and when they realize you're not gonna play ball to the degree that they need you to play ball to, cause they give you a little taste. That's what I'm saying. The movies you seen her in, and the success that she did have. Well, I'm saying a little, but the success that she did have, that was just a little taste. Like I say, she dropped the first album. The scandal happened, or so-called scandal, whatever. Then she had to revive herself and come back. And then once they seen her come back from that, they were like, oh, we already knew she was dope. We got articles on that shit. I'm about to get in the next set. But they already knew she was dope. But then when that jumped off, or whatever, they blew over them when she came back, and they see that shit couldn't hold her. They said, oh, she beat that. We could really work with her if she's down with it, but she wasn't down with the bullshit. So they give you a little taste and shit, woo woo, little taste, movie here, movie there, let you get used to it, and then they come at you with the whole, okay, we're gonna make you larger than this, woo woo. But the shit they want her to do, she once they see that, it's like, oh no, we can't leave her around. Like I said, I don't want you to think I'm fair or no shit like that, but I'm just I'm telling you what I'm telling you based off the patterns that I see within this shit. Because Lord knows when it was all happening, I was just naive as the rest of y'all to this shit. I forgot she even caught flack for she came back so hard. But even when like I said, that's because we didn't have social media. And like I said, the average nigga didn't have no computer in their house. So we ain't know nothing about no fucking message boards and show you how ahead of the game these motherfuckers is. It took, like I said, you think now because you see all these motherfuckers riding around and every niggas getting money now and all this shit, you think it ain't been too long, but we ain't too far removed from when it was known that niggas was fucked up. See, now it's kind of blended in now, so you don't think of niggas as the poverty-stricken people that we once were. But all you gotta do is listen to the music. Go listen to 90s hip-hop. You go listen to some mid-2000s on up shit. You will see the difference. You listen to enough 90s shit, you listen to 2000s, it's okay. These niggas trying to get to the money. These niggas getting to the money. But if this was hip hop was one person, or the music industry, as far as black people is concerned, was one person, you look at these new motherfuckers like, oh, these motherfuckers is some nigga that forgot where they came from. Because now these motherfuckers over here look at you like white folks used to look at us for not having money. Oh, those lowly niggers. That's how y'all sound now. You lowly broke niggas. You ain't got no money, I ain't fucking with you. And that's white folk shit. When we come from the era I come from, that's white folk shit. Bougie, the shit you girls be telling me, I'm bad and bougie. We didn't fuck with bougie. Bougie was frowned on by niggas. See, now y'all, these days, y'all want to be hood and ghetto, but at the same time, you want to be bougie. That's a contradiction. Go look at the Gin and Juice video. You'll see what happened to bougie bitches. I ain't got to explain it. Just go watch the video. You'll see. That's how we felt about bougie hoes. All this, how am I bag and who I got a pool in my purse. Black girls didn't walk around with dogs and do what you want to do. That's rich white Beverly Hills girl shit. Oh, I got a pool in my purse and look at me, the partition of the limousine, all this old bubbly caviar and champagne wishes. And bitch, we from the hood, past the bumpy face bottle, bitch. The Tanqueray, whole Tanqueray. We the gang of Tanqueray sippers, Seagrams, bitch. We come from that's nigga shit, not this shit you see today. And I'm not knocking names saying we ain't supposed to have a, but you niggas took it too far, man. Niggas is a version of us that forgot where you came from. And then had a nerve to look at us like we the bullshit mother. Fuck them old niggas. Like, nah, we can teach some shit. But that time, like, yeah, man. So, and a lot of you niggas got that bread because you were willing to be idiots. A lot of shit y'all endorse, real niggas wouldn't even endorse when we was coming up. Niggas passed up on shit like, what? I do what? Nah, I'm good. What? Do that? I'm straight. You wouldn't got, you couldn't war dress in hip hop in 1995, 96. You got beat up. That's how you know these niggas gotta have to. You got your ass beat, man. Straight up. Now shit y'all niggas do, just not even, not cause we niggas is organized. No, it just was hip hop was a thing. Like, nah, you nigga did what? You got beat up by somebody, bro. I'm not, and I'm not talking about just one nigga in particular, but if the shoe fit weird. But a lot of shit y'all niggas do these days, in old hip hop, you got your ass beat at your show. Niggas would come to lacking. Say, bro, what's that about? What's that about? Get that nigga, man. Niggas would have bust you up, man. Because it was just a universal knowing. But see, these niggas be protected now, y'all. Because these niggas be agents, really. That's the thing with these niggas. That's why they. But yeah, man. This nigga Lee was a bad. Boy, this nigga was ill, man. I ain't even. I'm trying to drag this shit out, bro, but man, let me. I feel like I'm forgetting. See, that's how I keep feeling like I'm forgetting something. What we got left? Let me get into this time. We'll start off somewhere. And I was telling you the other night, last night about when she said on Romeo joint, when she was like when she said "Han." It was something about her voice when she said that shit that I can't explain what it was. I'm telling you, before I went to jail, so it was before I got all extra spiritual and shit. When she said that, I was like, I don't know. When she said that shit, she was like, I can't even pronounce it what she said. She was like Han. Because that's Jet Li name in the movie. Mind you, his name Jet Li. Lee, keep that in mind. When she said Han, but she said that shit for some reason, it just, I don't know. I felt something. I was like, I didn't know what it was at the time. And like I say, when I got locked up, when that CEO called me Han, they call everybody Han because that's like some slave shit. They don't call you by your name. You just the work hand. So they need like Han. They just said to everybody. When that nigga said that shit to me one day, he like, I can't remember what he was saying in the context of it. He was like, "You ready, hand?" or something. He didn't say that. I can't remember when a nigga called me hand. I was pissed off when he said it. But because I always looked at that shit like it was disrespectful. Bitch, I'm a person, not just some fucking work hand. But when he called me that shit, it was like I still was pissed off. But it was like he looked at me in a way I was like, man, I thought about Aaliyah though. So I'm not the fucking because when he was saying it, that was the first time he ever called me that shit or said it to me. But I used to see him say that to call everybody. He ain't the only one. That's some penitentiary shit, slave shit. Even our penitentiary shit is set up like slavery. We in all white, they in the gray Confederate get up or whatever. When you go to the whole squad and you out there with the pick and shit, they on the horses like slavery and shit, like the slave masters you be on slavery. They talk to you in slave jargon and all kind of shit. Little nuances you have to pay attention to. But when this nigga said that shit to me, and he looked at me, and mind you, it ain't even like I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I don't know what the fuck's going on, I'm being honest with you. But I don't think it was him knowing. I think he was just, I don't know, it was a moment though. So what the fuck is this guy's thing? And I thought about Aaliyah. I'm looking at him like, man. I always felt like these motherfuckers was spying on me. This was even back before I even got knowledge of self. That's just me. I always had a revolutionary mind. I always had that same type of mind Pac had. So I always felt like these motherfuckers was spying on a nigga. So that kind of came across my mind. I'm like, what? Is this some Cointel Pro shit or something? I thought about baby girl. Now, mind you, I didn't know nothing about, no, I don't want to lie. Where was I? I'm trying to figure out where I was at in my science. I just put like this. I ain't know about no Black God or Asia shit though. I'll tell you that. I ain't know about no Sambo shit. I ain't learned about that shit. That was one of the things. After I saw the shit about about my birthmark in the Bible, that was the thing that really set me off. Tell me who I was. Then I saw the Sambo video. I said, oh yeah, this shit is real. And it took me another 2 or 3 years to even come out and tell you niggas this shit. I had to sit back because I already knew what was gonna come. You're gonna have niggas that's gonna think you're lying, tax, all this shit. I already knew was with I was like, that was something I can pretty much all I can tell you right now as far as recalling. At first, I'm like, why the fuck nigga looked at me like that? Because I didn't get the feeling that I got when baby girl said it. Because she said it in Asian style, like, huh. She said it with the, you could tell she had that Asian, she put that Asian inflection on it. He sounded like a fucking tobacco chewing cracker talking to a slave or some shit. Hand, you know, it was, yeah. Them last few days and that goddamn, we gonna get into that though. When I get back to that big, when I get back into the big and pot thing, I'll say that for this, but yeah. But I did think about it. Because at first I was pissed off. You know, that's the first thing. Because before he even, it was my first time that was the first time he ever referred to me as that. But me and him we never really had no dialogue anyway. I didn't, I never even went out with him because you got four guards that did took inmates to the free world, did the trustee thing. You know, I had when they switch you up, they switch you around. So I had two that I went out with, and then on the second one I had made parole and went home before I got the swapped around to the other two, which he was one of the other two. So let me stop this shit right here so I can